Hi there, Claire here with another video, tutorial on how I made the pages for my Haunted album, as somebody's requested that. So I'm going to take you through the pocket page or undersized page, really simple, my cat page as I've called it, the flap page with the tag, the pocket page, long pocket page, and the back page. And I think these form the principles for all the pages that I've made throughout the book. I've just varied sizes and layouts. Okay, so let's move those out of the way. So first one we're going to do is the pocket page. Really simple, one piece of paper. Hopefully if you freeze the screen you can see the dimensions, if I've got them the right way up. So a piece of paper 10.5 inches wide by 6.5 inches long. I've scored at 5.5 and scored at 10, and then all I've done is fold in the end flap, smooth it down with my bone tool, fold at the 5-inch mark, again just flatten the fold with your bone tool and stick across the bottom and on the inside of the flap, and that forms the pocket page. I then had all of the edges at the hole side, punched the holes, and then I used the perhaps I won't be able to see this, but the Tim Holtz Tiny Tags and I can't read it. Okay, once it's stuck, I punch the holes and use the Tim Holtz Tiny Tabs and Tags die. I'm not sure if you can see that, to punch out the eyelets or hole supports. And then I used my 1-inch punch just to cut the curve at the top so that you could put the tag in. All of the tags in the book are 6.5 by 4.5. This one's slightly smaller just to fit in the pocket, but they're all designed for 6x4 photos to go on the back. Okay, so, and then embellish as you want. So that's the pocket page. Next page up is I've called it the cat flap page. Again, really simple page to make. I used 2 or 3 pieces of card. It's all A4 cardstock, just standard that you can buy from any craft shop. I do buy it in bulk. The album itself was 9 inches by 7 inches, and all the pages, the length of the page is 1 inch shorter than the book. I found it needs to be that because using the Tim Holtz binder rings, you need to give yourself a bit of space so that the pages don't stick out over the edge of the book. So I've cut them 1 inch, all the pages 1 inch shorter than the actual binder. Most of the pages are based on one simple size. I'm not sure if you can see that, which is 8 inches across by 6 3/4 inches depth. And then I've cut all the corners with my Toxic Studio corner punch. I love, love, love this. Use it all the time. Okay. So before I started, I cut loads of these out. And then, to make the cap flap bit, I took, I'm not sure if you can see this, a piece of paper that was A4 sized, so it's 11 3/4 inches long, and then cut it at 7 inches wide, so an inch shorter than the base page. And then I scored it at 3.5 inches from the top and folded that over, flattening it with my bone tool. And then I just folded the bottom up to meet that fold, or the edge of the folded paper, scored again, flattened down, and that I put onto my base page, leaving about 3/4 of an inch from the hole punch side. And then I decorated it. I put a small flap of paper in here at the bottom so that I could put a couple of tags in, and again I used the Tim Holtz Tiny Tabs and Tags die to cut out the little tab there. So again, quite simple, and then decorate it as you wish. I did put a small piece of paper inside to give another pocket, and that was cut just slightly smaller than that space there, just so that the pages fold up, or the edge of the pages fold up. And then just trimmed it, I think again with another Toxic Studios punch. So that was the cat page. Okay, next we've got, I call it the flat page. Again, really, really simple, she says. One base page, so 8 inches by 6 3/4, and an overlay page, again cut the length of an A4 piece of paper, which is 11 3/4 inches in the UK, and then 6 3/4 inches deep, same as the base page, and I trimmed the corners. I scored this overlay page at 6 3/4 inches from the edge, folded it, flattened it with my bone tool, just to give a nice fold, and then I glued the sides, oh, wrong sides, so I glued the 3 sides here, stuck that on the base page, and that then gave me a pocket here and a flap here. So you can use whatever dimensions you like, and then I decorated it. So I added a pocket on the front, added something on the inside flap, and then another overlay here for another photo mat. Oh, it's just wide up. And then I put a tag in which was 6.5 by 4.5 inches, and the cream on the top is 6 by 4. And again, the tabs are from the Tim Holtz Tiny Tabs and Tags die, same as the eyelets.